Faster Mind, good evening and welcome to the Manx Radio Folk Show with me, John Barker, playing you the best in folk and roots music from the Isle of Man and from all around the world. First up tonight, a track from that album by Anna Massey, Two Down. This is Big Days. always excellent Anna Massey from her new album Two Down. Now the next track I just caught the end of the other day when I was listening to something, and I found it quite intriguing, so this is actually the first time I've heard the full track as well. It's by Daisy Rickman and it's called Feed the Forest. Daisy is from Mousehole in Cornwall. Played you a track from Matt Green and Andy Turner's album Time for a Stotty Cake a few weeks ago. Here's another one, The High Tea and Lemmy's Brazil. Very fine tunes indeed there. Our friend Brooks Williams has a new CD out. It's called Diamond Days. It's a solo CD, first for a little while, and this song is called Train on the Island.
Train on the island, headed for the west. Go and tell my true love, the one I love the best. Go and tell my true love, the one I love the best. Train on the island, coming down the line. I go and tell my true love, I'm making good time. I go and tell my true love, I'm making good time. Train on the island, I listen to her squeal. I go and tell my true love how happy I feel. I go and tell my true love how happy I feel. Train on the island, hear that whistle blow. Go and tell my true love I'm sick and I can't go. Go and tell my true love I'm sick and I can't go. Train on the island, hear that whistle blow. Go and tell my true love I'm sick and I can't go. Go and tell my true love I'm sick and I can't go. Train on the island, hear that whistle blow. Go and tell my true love I'm sick and I can't go. Go and tell my true love I'm sick and I can't go. Train on the island, hear that whistle blow. Go and tell my true love I'm sick and I can't go. Go and tell my true love I'm sick and I can't go. Train on the island, hear that whistle blow. Go and tell my true love I'm sick and I can't go. Go and tell my true love I'm sick and I can't go.
That's a track from Brooks Williams' new album called Diamond Days, and I'll play another one from that later in the show. Music happening around the Isle of Man this week? Well, there's the usual session on Wednesday night at O'Donnell's, and I'll play some music recorded at that in just a moment. There'll be the Folk Club in Ramsey on Thursday evening. That's at the Buffs Club. There'll be the session at the Mitre on Friday evening in Ramsey. And on Sunday afternoon, there will be a trad session, but I'm not sure just now where it'll be. Check social media for that one. Now, I've not been down to the session for a little while, and part of the reason is I'm being a bit under the weather, and in fact next week I'm starting on a programme of chemotherapy to deal with a pesky lymphoma that I seem to have. All sounds very doable, and I'm sure I'll be back bouncing around the music scene and outdoors very soon. I'm hoping I'll be able to get my shows recorded still. I don't see why not really, but I just thought I'd forewarn you just in case there's any interruptions to the weekly show. So in celebration of the local music, here are some tunes played at the O'Donnell session towards the end of last year. And I'd just like to say, if you don't feel right in any way, go and see those lovely people from Manx Care, your doctor, your nurses, and get yourself sorted out. very lucky on the Isle of Man to have a decent population of wonderful hen harriers. They're such a beautiful bird, the male in particular really. Smaller than the female, grey with black wingtips, absolutely spectacular. Persecution of these birds in the UK is a major issue. Chris Packham asked Martin Simpson to write a song about them, and it's actually the title track of his new album, Sky Dancers.
Bedstraw constellations shine among the budding heather and ling, and the jade green berry bushes, the oak eggers are on the wing. The stone chats and the pipits fly in spring lap wings, and curlews cry, but there is something missing, there are no dancers in the sky. And the bird completes the skyline, that is clear to see. An empty sky is a heartbreak, so what is it to be? The pale ash grey sky dancer, or this wasteful cruelty? At 15 I saw the falcon fly at Simmons' yacht on the River Wye. Scarce and unexpected then, rare treasure in the sky. In mid-Wales 50 years ago, the red kite's beauty lit the snow. Now I might see them every day, falcon on the city cliffs, red kites by the motorway. And the bird completes the skyline, that is clear to see. An empty sky is a heartbreak, so what is it to be? The pearly ring-tailed harrier, or this shooting gallery? Now the heathland it is burning up above the valley towns. The greedy flames consume the peat, so when the rains come down, they pour across the moorlands, wreck and overwhelms the stream and beck, bursts the banks of stream and beck, and floods the town again. And the bird completes the skyline, that is clear to see. An empty sky is a heartbreak, so what is it to be? This life-supporting landscape, or this brutal tyranny? Skyline, that is clear to see. An empty sky is a heartbreak, so what is it to be? The pale ash grey sky dancer, or this wasteful cruelty?
I'm sure to be playing you something else of Martin Simpson's new album Sky Dancers, once I've got hold of the whole thing. In the meantime, here's another great guitarist. Dick Gaughan is from his album Coppers and Brass from 1977, which is an impressive instrumental set. I wasn't really aware of this side of his playing. I knew him much better for his songs. But here we have O'Keeffe's and the Fox Hunters. Another great guitarist now. Last week I played you a track off Richard Thompson's new album and followed it with his song Down Where the Drunkards Roll by Ben Nichols and John Smith. And my dear old friend Rich Sagar messaged me to say he'd never actually heard Down Where the Drunkards Roll before. How is that possible, Rich? So, from the classic Richard and Linda Thompson album I Want to See the Bright Lights Tonight, here is the original version of Down Where the Drunkards Roll.
See the boys out walking, the boys they look so fine, dressed up in green velvet, their silver buckles shine. Soon they'll be bleary-eyed under a keg of wine, down where the drunkards roll. Down where the drunkards roll. See that lover standing, staring at the ground. He's looking for the real thing. Lies were all he found. You can get the real thing, it will only cost a pound. Down where the drunkards roll. Down where the drunkards roll. Troubled woman, she dreams a troubled dream. She lives out on the highway, she keeps her money clean. Soon she'll be returning to the place where she's the queen. Down where the drunkards roll. Down where the drunkards roll. You can be a gambler who never drew a hand. You can be a sailor who never left dry land. You can be Lord Jesus, all the world will understand. Down where the drunkards roll. Down where the drunkards roll.
A few weeks ago, I also played you a track by serious Sam Barrett from his album A Drop of the Morning Dew Live. And me and the aforementioned Rich Sagar were discussing putting something in front of our names, such as serious. Probably not serious for either of us, except in the most ironic sense. I'm sure we can come up with something. Anyway, from that album is The Last of the Yorkshire Outlaws.
you been traveling and where did you go, my wild-eyed rambling rover? I've seen you forsaken fame in more bars than I can name, just looking for that four-leaf clover. And I've seen meetings of the minds, dreamers of all kinds, just looking for a way to get over. And I've heard meaningless advice and seen drunkenness and vice from those who'd rather be dead than sober. And for the lifers, this trick's for you, 'cause if you anyone ever would do 7 days a week, throw your money down. You're the only outlaws left in this old town. I've seen the smiles and the frowns of the sorrows being drowned in the whiskey-soaked barrooms and boozers. And I've seen love won and lost, I've seen people pay the cost, I've seen high rollers, low lifes and losers. And another empty stage is another empty page, and another night of songs of joy and laughter. And sometimes they sing along if they think they know the song, and so it carries on ever after. And for the lifers, this drink's for you, 'cause if you were anyone ever would do 7 days a week, throw your money down. You're the only outlaws left in this old town. Seen the lonely spend the dough and they had nowhere else to go. I've seen war heroes, cowboys and ramblers, and I've seen them trick their ales, and I've heard of their tales. I've seen outlaws, convicts and gamblers, and when closing time has come and they've nowhere else to run, they fade into the night without warning. And it's the same old plate I've seen in every drunkard's dream, to start it all again the next morning. And for the lifers, this drink's for you, 'cause if you anyone ever would do 7 days a week, throw your money down. You're the only outlaws left in this old town.
Great stuff from Serious Sam Barrett. Now I'm still doing my slide guitar course with Philip Henry from Edgelargs and the Gig Spanner Big Band. Nearly finished it now, I think, though there's so much more to learn still. Phil wants us to come up with a piece of our own, so I'm trying to arrange a few Manx tunes for slide guitar at the moment. I'll let you know how it goes. Here is some slide guitar from Philip Henry. This is actually a Tim Eady tune, Little Bird, and it's from Phil's album True North, and I'll follow that with an Edgelargs track from their Lockdown album Henry Martin. Most of their albums consist of original songs, but Henry Martin is an album of traditional songs, including that song Henry Martin. They had to record it really, having the names Philip Henry and Hannah Martin. But the track I'm going to play you is Bird in a Cage.
As I went out one May morning to hear the birds so sweet, I hid myself in a green shady dell and I watched two lovers meet. You courted me was what she said to you, called me to comply. You courted me in a merry, merry mood, all night with you I lie. Mine false love, and you hardly on my breast. You could make me believe by the fall of your arm that the sun rose in the west. I wish your breast was made of glass, that all in it might behold. I'd write our secret on your chest in letters made of gold. There's many a girl can go about and hear the birds so sweet, while I poor girl will stay alone and rock my cradle and weep. There's many a star shall dwindle in the west, there's many a leaf below, there's many a curse shall light on a man for treating a poor girl so. So sweet, well, I poor girl must stay alone and rock my cradle and weep. There's many a star shall dwindle in the west, there's many a leaf below, there's many a curse shall light on a man for treating a poor girl so. There's many a girl can go about and hear the birds so sweet, while I poor girl must stay alone and rock my cradle and weep. There's many a star shall dwindle in the west, there's many a leaf below, there's many a curse shall light on a man for treating a poor girl so. Sing as lonely a song as any little bird in a cage, or 12 long months astray, is gone just 15 years of age. Oh, I can sing as lonely a song as any little bird in a cage, or 12 long months astray, is gone just 15 years of age.
That was an excellent track from Edgelarks from their album Henry Martin. Edgelarks have of course played at the Institute in Laxey back in 2020. And before that, Philip Henry is playing a Tim Eadie tune. Of course, Tim played at the Institute just a couple of weeks ago. Got a few more folky rootsy gigs coming up at the Institute this year. The next one is Honey and the Bear on April the 21st. And 2 weeks after that, we got the fabulous Dan Walsh on May the 5th. You can find tickets for those at www.etickets.im/et. And a regular visitor to the Institute is our friend Brooks Williams. His new album is called Diamond Days, and this song is Palomino Gold.
There's a girl out in the orchard, riding bareback through the trees. The morning dew is on the flower. The morning sun is in her eyes. She dreams she's riding in big canyons, like in the film she goes to see. Her swayback brown, she imagines, is a Palomino gold. In a flash, in the thunder, in that high and lonesome cry, across the fields to the orchard, flying free on Palomino gold. Looking back, it seems a moment, just a faded photograph. But through the years, she holds on tighter to these memories in her mind. In a flash, in the thunder, in that high and lonesome cry, across the fields to the orchards, flying free on Palomino gold. That bareback rider, now a woman, her children's children hear the tales of the time before the houses, before the airport and the road. They roll their eyes when she's not looking. They've heard it all before, but come the day, they'll be longing to hear her say once more. In a flash, in the thunder, in that high and lonesome cry, across the fields through the orchards, flying free on Palomino gold.
To finish tonight, I'm going to play a new track from a band who've also played at the Institute, Clash Vooar. This wonderful band from the west of the Isle of Man classify their music as Gaelic tongue and groove. They feature Aileen on vocals, Rob on ukulele and electronics, Brisha on flute, one of the finest drummers on the Isle of Man, Dan on drums, Dave on bass, and this is the first time we've heard on album Jack McLean, Dave's grandson, taking over the keyboards from our much missed friend Anglin Buttermore. They've got a launch gig at the Noah Bakehouse at the end of the month, but it's sold out. But I'm sure they'll be playing somewhere else very soon as well. If this first track, Manannan, is anything to go by, Pulled by the Stars is going to be a fantastic new album by them. So I'll finish the show with this track. Don't forget you can get in touch by emailing folkshow@manxradio.com, and I'll be back playing some music for you next week. See you then.